Good morning, children. Let us study about major seaports in India. We know that seaports are most important for the trade of foreign trade, international trade especially. Most of the seaports we are using for 95% of the country's volume of trade through the seaports only are taking place. Especially large and bulky goods can be transported through the ships, so that we use the waterways or international waterways, that are the seas and oceans we are using for transporting goods to other countries, from India to foreign countries. Also within our country, the coastal areas, which are the ports we are operating, goods are also can be transported better way, cheaply, through the oceans only. So from east coast to west coast also goods are transported through the seaports. So here we have the total area of coastline. We know the South India or the peninsular India, we have three sides oceans or three sides seas or water. So total coastline of India is 7,516.6 kilometers. 7,516.6 kilometers of coastline we have. So there are 12 major and 200 notified non-major or minor or intermediate ports are there. 12 major and 200 minor or intermediate or non-major ports we have. So these major ports handle 95% of the India's foreign trade. So through these ships or these ports or major ports, we have carrying out the foreign trade. Especially Kandla in Kutch region, that is in the Gujarat region, is the first port developed after the independence, because we know that India and Pakistan were together, combinedly known as India before independence. When partition took place, India was divided from Pakistan. There was the Karachi port, which was most important for the foreign trade earlier. Even during the colonial period, Karachi port was much important for the trade of India from in the western region. So when partition took place, Karachi had gone to Pakistan, so that it was very necessary for India to establish or construct a port on the west, extreme west or the northwestern region of our country, so that this port was Kandla port was constructed, that is in the Kutch region of Gujarat. So we know that here this is also Mumbai port we have already, but it was one of the busiest port in our country, so that in order to ease the trade volume of Mumbai, and this port was, or the Kandla port was constructed. So Kandla port, also known as the Deen Dayal port, it's a tidal port, because we know that a tidal, what is the speciality of tidal ports? It caters to the convenient handling of exports and important highly productive granary and industrial belt stretching across the state of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. So all the northern states, we know that large scale production exists in the hinterlands of Kandla port. So all these states, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat, Jammu Kashmir, from all these states goods are transported to the Kandla port. From there these are transported to the foreign countries, so that it is in very important port in the northwestern region or northern, for the northern states also. Mumbai, we have a port that is the biggest port with the spacious of natural and well sheltered harbour. It's natural, and also we have large area of in the Mumbai port. There is also the Jawaharlal Nehru port was planned with the view to decongest the Mumbai port. We know that Mumbai port is busiest port, so that another port was constructed. We know Jawaharlal Nehru port also, that is in the Nhava Sheva or the New Mumbai region, so that it makes Mumbai port the busiest port, so that it makes Jawaharlal Nehru port gives some sort of reduction from the Mumbai port, so that there will be volume of goods are transported on to this port, the Jawaharlal Nehru port, so that Mumbai port becomes this Jawaharlal Nehru port becomes the hub port of the Mumbai port also. So another important port, we know that Marmagaon port, that is in the Goa region. This is the premier iron ore exporting port of the country, especially iron ore was exported from this port. So this accounts about 50% of the iron ore exporting from our country. Okay, so India's iron ore export to other regions. Another one is New Mangalore port, that is in the Karnataka regions, that is also exporting large scale iron ore concentrates from the Kudremukh mines. We know that is, we have studied in the earlier classes about the Kudremukh mines, that is in the Karnataka region. From there, iron ore is exported through the New Mangalore port. Kochi is another one important port in the southwestern part of our country, extreme southwestern part of India, that is in the location of Kerala. Kochi port also has, that is located at the entrance of the lagoons with natural harbour. Lagoons and backwaters, we know, we have studied. So it is present in the on the Arabian Sea coast in Kerala, so that this port is located at the entrance of the lagoon with a natural harbour. So in the eastern coast, these are all located in the western coastal region, but at the same time eastern coast also we have some of the important port. Extreme southeastern part of India we have the Tuticorin port, that is in the Tamil Nadu region. So this port also has a natural and rich hinterland, that vast productive area in Tamil Nadu region. We know goods are cultivated and all these agricultural and other minerals or metals are also transported through the Tuticorin ports, so that we know there are large scale trade taking place through these ports also. Then from Tuticorin ports, it has some advantages, that goods are transported to other countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. These are all the island countries. From this region or Tuticorin, the goods are easily to transport to these areas, these states also, these countries also. Then we know that in the eastern coastal region, most important port is the Chennai, that is one of the oldest artificial ports. It's not natural. Other ports, we know, they are naturally existing, but here Chennai port is artificially constructed. It is next to Mumbai in terms of volume of trade and with cargo. We know that large volume of trade and cargo is transported from this or carried out through Chennai. It ranks the second place after Mumbai. In the same place, we know that in Andhra region or the coastal Andhra region, Visakhapatnam is another one of the important port here. This is the deepest landlocked and well protected port. We know that when we are going to the Visakhapatnam port, we can find it is completely all landlocked. It is completely protected from the all other three sides are protected with the land, so that it is a landlocked and a protected port, naturally occurring natural port. This is also, so here also we can find iron ore is exported largely through this port also. Paradip is another port which is located in Odisha. This is also exporting iron ore largely from here. Kolkata, we know that there is a port which is an inland riverine port because it is connected with the river. So it's not on the coastal area of the sea, but it is interior, so that it is connected with the river. So this port serves as a large, rich hinterland of Ganga Brahmaputra basin, which means the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, Assam or even the West Bengal, the large hinterland which is very prosperous in agriculturally. So agricultural products and especially other minerals are also transported through this Kolkata port. There are also another port which is also we can find the Haldia port also developed as a subsidiary port here. So Kolkata port and Haldia port two are both are located in the West Bengal region. So these ports are also very important. These are all the 12 major seaports existing in our country. About 95% of the foreign trade is carried out through these ports. So in the coming class we will study about the and another important transportation is airways.